Oh, needless to say, this book was trash. Hello, book besties. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kyla, and today we are going to be doing the end of year book tag. So I know that I'm a little bit late to this, but I just decided to start a YouTube channel, so this is my first attempt at a video. If you see me looking down, it's because I have notes in here with all the questions. So question number 1 is your most disappointing book of the year. And I know that this is a very unpopular opinion. I know that a lot of people really like this trilogy, but mine has got to be the Ravenhood trilogy by Kate Stewart. I did enjoy the first book. I enjoyed Flock, but I jumped into Exodus and I hated this book. I hated the main male character. I started to hate the female main character, and I just could not get through it. I DNF'd it at 80%. So needless to say, this book was trash. Question number 2 is an underhyped book you read this year. So I actually don't have a physical copy of this one. I read it on Kindle Unlimited, but I will be ordering it. And this is a recommendation that I got from Larry Reed's The Queen herself, and that is For the Fans by Nyla K. I adored this book. I adored these characters. And now I will be reading everything that Larry Reed's recommends, because she is the queen of book rec. I just absolutely loved this book. I love the characters. This is an stepbrother romance. Very spicy. Grumpy Sunshine, opposites attract, enemies to lovers, like they quite literally hate each other. But I loved every minute of it. Question number 3 is an overhyped book that you read, and that is The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I didn't hate this book. I did actually enjoy it while I was reading it, but this is definitely not the best of her books. I've only read 2 of her books, but I definitely liked the other book better. I think she as an author is overhyped. I've read better thrillers, but it was good. It was just overhyped. Question number 4 is a book that surprised you. And this is what I was talking about when I said that I've read better thrillers, and that is The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. Oh my gosh, I loved this book. It was absolutely disturbing. So check your trigger warnings. This book was phenomenal, and it was my very first 5-star thriller read. It made me cry. I've never cried during a thriller, but it made me cry. This book definitely surprised me. I did not expect to rate a thriller 5 stars ever, but I loved it. Question number 5 is favorite book couples, and I actually have 3. So the very first one goes to Zayd and Addie. I love this book. I love them. This is definitely not a book for everybody, but I feel like everybody who it is for has read it already, and they get the hype. They do. Like, I love Zayd and Addie. And the second is Jordan and Pike from Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I loved this book so much. I loved these characters. I loved them together. I loved Pike. Pike was like, oh my god. But I just love Penelope Douglas's writing, and I know her writing is not for everybody. Her books are not for everybody, but I loved it. And the third, and probably my favorite, is Dean and Cora from Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. Oh, this book, oh my goodness. This book is a 6-star read for me, first of all. Second of all, it tore my heart out. I loved their love for each other, specifically Dean's love for Cora. Oh my goodness. The need to protect her. This book was a 6-star read for me, and I will never stop thinking about these characters. Favorite main character of the year. Now, I don't have any favorite female characters, but I do have 2 favorite male characters, and we're going to have some repeats. So the first one has to go to Dean from Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I just said how much I loved him and Cora together, but him specifically, oh my god. I loved him. Loved him. And the second favorite male character of the year is definitely going to Zade Meadows. If you know, you know. I absolutely love him. Definitely check your trigger warnings for basically all of these books. Question number 7 is your new favorite author that you found this year. And since I only started reading in September, did I mention that? A lot of these are going to be repeats, but my new favorite authors that I found this year has to go to Jennifer Hartman and H.D. Carlton. I just love them and their writing. Like, they could quite literally write an owner's manual to a lawnmower and I'd read it. I'm not even joking. I love them. And they are now my auto-buy authors. Like, anything they publish, I will purchase. Question number 8 is an author that didn't work out for you. We've seen this coming. Kate Stewart. I have heard good things about her other series. I think they're called Drive and Reverse. Maybe I'll give those a try, but just based off these, I don't know. Question number 9 is the happiest book you read this year. Nothing comes to mind because I'm a really big dark romance fan, and none of those books are happy. I also really like thriller. None of those books are really happy. I haven't even read any of these books up here. I do plan on getting to them in 2025 though. The saddest book you read, that has to go to Still Beating. I cried so much during this book. So much. I absolutely loved it though. Like I said, 6-star read. A book you haven't stopped thinking about, that has to go to For the Fans by Nyla Kay. Oh, I already said I love this book. I love these characters. I love them together. I just absolutely adored this book. And that's all I'm going to say about it. All right. Question number 12 is an unpopular book that you love. And now I have 2 for this. And the first one might get me a lot of hate. But listen, hear me out. Credence by Penelope Douglas. I loved this book. Now, do I condone anything in this book in real life? Absolutely not. No. But because this is fiction, yeah, I loved it. I ate it up. And the second one I don't have a physical copy of, and that is Ward D by Frida McFadden. This is one of her books that I hear is least talked about. Like, I don't hear it talked about as often as any of her other books, but I loved it. It was twisty, it was turny, it had me questioning everything, and the end was amazing. I just loved this book. A book you thought you'd love, but didn't. We know what this is going to. I've talked about this so much in this video, and I won't take it back. I heard really, really good things about this trilogy, and it definitely fell flat for me. Specifically this book. I hated this book so much. This one was okay. It just didn't live up to the hype. And last but not least, a book with the most unique concept. Now, I couldn't really think of one for this one. Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica is the only thing that really came to mind, and that is because it's in a past-present format. So you go from like 11 years before to present day. This book is really good though. It started out slow, but the end definitely made up for it. And that is all for my end of year book tag. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. It would really mean a whole ton to me, and I hope you stick around. Bye!